But then he turned to me and was like, oh, I bet you like to fight. What's up, y'all? JazzJanay here, and welcome to my channel. My channel focuses on natural hair, lifestyle, and fashion. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started on this video. So today I'm coming to y'all with a different type of video, something I really don't introduce to my channel. But first of all, I'm going to show y'all my everyday makeup routine, and this is just a makeup routine that I do when I'm going to work, or when I have time, or when I'm going out to the mall or something like that. But while I'm doing my makeup, I want to get into a conversation that needs to be talked about. This conversation involves the situation with Ari Lennox and the gentleman that made the very disturbing tweet concerning her and Teyana Taylor and other black women. So I'm going to start my makeup and we're going to get into that whole topic. So starting off with a freshly washed face, just got out the shower and stuff, and I'm going to use this little e.l.f. hydration kit that I picked up from Target, and it came with the face cream. It came with the face cream, the hydrating booster drops, and it says that you can mix this with your foundation, and also it came with the hydrating prime on the go. Y'all, I'm a real YouTuber. I'm filming on my new camera and the quality is so good. So first I'm gonna start off with applying my face cream to my face, and then I'm gonna go in with the primer and then start my makeup. So just getting into the situation, this gentleman, Bozo the Clown, he made a tweet. Let's go to the tweet. I'm not going to put it up on the screen because I do not want to give him like any recognition at all. He said, Ari Lennox and Teyana Taylor's ability to have dangerously high sex appeal while simultaneously looking like Rottweilers will always amaze me. And Ari Lennox responded to him, people hate blackness so bad. And she also did a response video where you can just tell her feelings were really hurt, and she was really triggered by the comment that the gentleman made.
If me and Teyana Taylor have very similar features, and you know what that similarity is. Like, don't try to pretend like it's not, that you're not self-hating. You're a self-hating individual. You know what I mean? And it just sucks. It sucks that people want to hate me so bad.
And underneath her video, you can just see everybody like, you know, you taking this too serious. It's not that serious. But what Ari Lennox was saying, she said she doesn't care what he says about her. It's just the simple fact that he thinks that way about black women in general, and he's a black man. And the message that she was giving was that, you know, black people go against each other so bad, especially black women. Like going against black women. And that's the topic that I want to discuss today. So as you can see, I am a dark-skinned girl. I am a chocolate girl. It took me a while to accept my beauty and see myself as beautiful because of what I went through as a child, teenager, and well onto my adult years. So in my experience, I have always been looked down on when it came to my skin tone, from a little girl all the way up until now. But as a little girl, I didn't have the confidence that I have now, and that's where most of my childhood trauma came from. It may not be a big deal to y'all, but I mean, let it happen to one of your children or one of your nieces or little cousins, and you'll understand how I feel. But I'm going in to do my eyebrows with the e.l.f. brow kit, and I'm just using this angled brush that needs to be replaced. And I'm just going to outline and fill in my brows that need to be so badly done. So anyways, as a child in elementary school, I didn't see myself as different from everybody else. I just always thought it was like black and white. I didn't know it was like a category within the black race that of light skin, dark skin, brown skin, and stuff like that. I didn't really understand that until I got to elementary school, and it was pointed out to me that I was dark skinned. I knew I had a darker skin complexion, but I didn't think anything was wrong with it until I started getting bullied, until I started getting teased. And as you can see, this self-hate of black people, it's a learned behavior, because I promise you, I remember when I first realized, it was brought to my attention that dark skin was looked down on. Why, I don't know. I never did understand that, and I never will. But yeah, dark skin was looked down on. I remember, it's so triggering. I'm over it now, but I remember when I was in the 4th grade. I had to be like 9. And I remember this boy, this ignorant little boy, and his friends, they were walking down the breezeway towards me. And he yelled out, "When I say char, y'all say coal." And they were just yelling it, screaming it. Everybody's laughing, charcoal, charcoal. And he's walking down the breezeway, like in front of his little pack, yelling this at me, this little girl, this little bitty girl. He's yelling that, and you know, everybody's laughing and stuff like that. And like, I just look back on it today and I understand like how ignorant it is. But y'all, that's like, I imagine my little niece, she's 9 years old, she's in the 4th grade, the same age as I was when I was going through all that bullying and name calling. I just imagine her going through all that, and she's a shy little timid girl. She's so cute. She's dark skinned, like she looks just like me, and she's so shy and timid, and I just imagine her going through that, and it breaks my heart. And I remind her, both of my nieces, like I remind them, like, y'all are beautiful. Don't let anybody tell y'all any different. Y'all are gorgeous. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody talk down on you. And if they do, call TT. Call TT. So my camera went out. So but back to what I was saying. You know, just imagine that happening to your nieces or little cousins or children. It's not a good feeling. And I know a lot of people that went through that same thing that didn't have the support system that I had. I thank God for my mom, because she instilled down in me every day when I used to come home crying from school. She like instilled down in me, like, Jasmine, you are beautiful. There is nothing wrong with dark skin. You are dark, you are lovely, and you need to embrace it. And I really appreciate her for that, because everybody doesn't have that. I've seen firsthand parents treat their children differently because they are of a darker skin complexion. And it's sad that it has to happen within our black community, because it just shows self-hate. And y'all, we literally have other races that want to be us. Okay, we have other races that are getting these surgeries, getting tans, putting on darker makeup, wearing kinky hair, trying to make their hair kinky and curly, and having curvy bodies. Like, we have these people that are trying to be like us, but we are still demonstrating self-hate when it comes to our own women, especially dark-skinned women. And Ari Lennox, she, you know, made a response video and stuff like that, just putting out her opinion, showing how hurt she was by the situation and trying to bring awareness to the situation. And everybody's telling her she needs to calm down, she's taking it too serious. But I understand where Ari Lennox is coming from. She's fed up, as I am as well, because that's why I did this video, because I'm just like, you know, I really need to speak out. My boyfriend, you know, that's like my best friend. I talked to him about like what I struggled with and stuff like that growing up. And he's just like, Jazz, you have the platform, you need to put this out, you need to talk about it, because you never know who else is going through that same thing and who needs that encouragement and who needs that little push. And I was just always scared to do this. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD foundation in the, I don't know what color this is, but anyway, and I'm using my Sonya beauty sponge. But anyways, I don't talk about my feelings, I don't talk about my struggles, I don't do any of that, because I don't want to seem so vulnerable. I don't want to become vulnerable to anybody to try to use my insecurities or use my past against me. But you know, I just had to get over it, because you just never know who's ever watching this who went through the same thing I did and who needs a little push, who needs some strength, who needs some confidence. But I wanted to tell my story. I wanted to tell what I've been through, because I want people to know that you are not the only one. You are not alone in this. You know, you hear it in all the rap songs, you hear it from all the rappers, you hear this and that. Now they're trying to embrace it, because you know, we have told our concern about the situation. So now they're trying to cover themselves up and include and be all inclusive when it comes to all black women. Show the different shades, because light skin is not the only shade that exists, you know. So one example that I experienced, and this was just a couple months ago, I'm 24 years old. We were at Waffle House. I was with my best friend. My best friend is of a lighter complexion than me. Gorgeous girl, beautiful. I love my best friend. My best friend loves me. So she's light skinned. And when we were out at Waffle House one day, one night we had just came from the bar and we were at Waffle House, and the waiter came up to us and he was flirting and talking, trying to make conversation. And he looked at her and was like, you know, oh, I bet you hard to get, I bet you be turning niggas left and right, blase blase. But then he turned to me and was like, oh, I bet you like to fight. How that correlates with how I look, I don't know. But if you don't know, dark-skinned girls are seen as more aggressive. Dark-skinned girls are seen as more mean, bitter.
Like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I like your skin complexion.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
There's some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
You know, all these negative characteristics are associated with being a dark-skinned woman. And I was just like, I was just thinking to myself, pause, sir, I've never been in a fight a day in my life. I'm not about that life. I've never been in a position where I needed to fight. I'm not a confrontational person. So how I look like I like to fight, I don't know, but to each his own. But that just like proved to me that there's still ignorance in this generation and stuff like that. So I just put on my concealer. It was the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and now I'm gonna go in with my my Laura Mercier finishing powder in the color medium deep. But yeah, it just shows that it's still a problem in today's generation, that they are still seeing dark-skinned women as the lowest of the low. And what's so funny, the man that said this, he was dark skinned. So I know, like, either his mama, his grandmama, somebody in his family is dark skinned as well. Maybe even his little girl, if he had children. Somebody is dark skinned. And that's the sad thing, that y'all spew this self-hate, that it affects the people around you as well. And I understand everybody has their preference, but my thing is, you don't have to bash what you don't like to uplift what you do like. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like, you don't have to put down the other group just to uplift the group that you like. If you like light-skinned people, okay, you like light-skinned people. That's what you're attracted to. But you don't have to be like, oh, I don't F with dark-skinned girls. They too aggressive. They too this, they too that, they too this, they do that. Give me a light-skinned girl. She wifey and blase, blase. And I just want to add a disclaimer. This is no way, shape, or form to bash light-skinned people. This is no way, shape, or form to bash mixed people. I'm just bringing light to what is going on in society today, in the black community. There is so much comparison. There is so much, you know, this versus that. I'm going to just go in with a little bit of Fenty Beauty eyeliner and because I'm black. Oh, I know where I was. In the black community, there's so much comparison. There's so much this or that, or this is better than that. We pit ourselves against each other, from light skin, dark skin, curly hair, kinky hair, PWI, HBCU, perm, natural hair. You know, 2-parent household, 1-parent household, you grew up in the hood or the suburbs. Like, we pit ourselves against each other so much with greater than or less than categories that it defeats the purpose of being, you know, a race. It defeats the purpose of being one. We need to come together as one. We need to embrace our culture. We have a way bigger problem in today's society. A way bigger problem. We have enough people against us. We have enough people that talks down on us. We have enough people that sees us as the underdog. So I feel like we don't have any room to, we don't have the strength to be divided. We have enough coming against us. Who's ever watching this, whoever went through the same thing that I went through, or is going through something similar to my story, you know, I just want to be the one to tell you that you are worth it. You are beautiful. You are not the bottom tier. You are not less than or anything like that. We are all equal. We are all beautiful in our own special way. I know I'm rambling. I know I'm talking a lot of crap, but this is just how it's coming out. This is real and raw. It took me so long to gain the courage to film this video and stuff like that, but I just really want to thank my boyfriend for giving me the courage and encouraging me to go on and tell my story about everything and about what I went through, because I just know this may encourage somebody that's going through something similar. This is not a video for me to be whining. This is not a video for me to be like, oh my God, please accept me, oh my God. I know I am beautiful. I know I am not bottom tier, but I just wanted to come on here and let somebody else know who's going through something similar, who doesn't have the same confidence level as me, that, you know, you are beautiful, you are enough, and you are gorgeous. So that is my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna just spray a little bit of MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus. And just put on a little nude lippy. almost like the same color as my lips, but I'm gonna just line it with a brown lip liner that I got from the beauty supply stores by Wet n Wild. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I really hope this encouraged somebody. I know it was all over the place, but that's just what it is. It was just raw and uncut. Start some conversation in my comments. Give your opinion. I'm open to all opinions. If you agree, if you disagree, if you can relate, you know, start some conversations down below. I am totally open. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.